Previously on Dandies in Danger.
From that shoulder, he's going to duck back into the shadows and go up that arm.
You sense energy at the very tip of that arm. It is about the shape and size of a doorway.
Open sesame.
A blue spark emits, and for a moment you see a bunch of sigils light up on the wall, and it in fact shows the shape of a door. 5 little silver thuribles fall in front of you, and incense spills out of them. Zachary and Daniel feel a bit sleepy.
Did the door open?
Nope.
Fuck.
I think we should go.
What do we do?
Come back later.
So we gotta leave.
We could perhaps get out where the civic got out, where he said it led outside of the church.
That's exactly what we'll do.
That silhouette says, "You 4, come here."
What do you want?
You're after them, aren't you? The angels.
What we're after is to make sure that we don't have demons running amok in our city.
I am after that too.
Great.
You may call me Manoj. I practice necromancy. It is clear to me that you cannot progress farther than the 6th level catacombs, not without the proper spell. I know exactly what that spell is. And he turns to Zachary and he says, "Meet me at the southern door on the 4th level. Tomorrow then."
Tomorrow, says Zachary with a nod. Hi, my name is Elijah. My pronouns are he, him, and I play the voice of Zachary Wilkos.
Hello, I'm Cass. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm voicing Liam Bardsley.
Hi, I'm Chess, he, she, they, and I voice Daniel Pritchard.
Hi, I'm Toast. Pronouns are she, they, and I play the voice of Adrian Edwards.
Okay, so you all met with Manoj and then he disappeared mysteriously into the night. And what is your plan for tomorrow?
First to also disappear mysteriously into the night. And Zachary is going to do as he says. He's going to go back. The next day he's going to make sure nobody knows he's there. I'm thinking an invisibility spell, and he's going to go meet him at that 4th floor. What was it? Next to the hunter's elevator?
Yes, he wanted you to be at the southern end of the 4th floor, which is exactly where the hunter's elevator is.
Oh my god. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Okay. Daniel is probably going to pull Liam and Adrian through, using shadows. His boon of shadow is going to pull them through their little exit that they exited from, and then take them back to the 6th level.
The civet hole.
The civet
That's
hole.
what it's called now.
Yeah, the civet hole. Yeah.
The civet hole.
First of all, after they have that conversation with Manoj, I'm just going to say that Adrian went home to have some drinks. Not a lot. He's not binging, but he had a couple glasses of wine because he's pissed off. And also, he's going to, wrap up the clothes he borrowed from Peregrine and, have someone drop them back off at the store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. With a note that says, I don't know what the note's going to say, actually.
Thanks for all the memories.
Thanks, I like you.
It's going to be we need to get a drink sometime.
Is Adrian gonna warn Peregrine at all about the fact that he used a charm person spell in Peregrine's body to progress down through the levels?
He's going to say, we didn't do it. The note's going to say, we're not done. Be careful at work.
Does he write this in code or anything? He just writes it.
Adrian doesn't know code.
Probably
doesn't
puts
know
a wax
code.
seal so that they know if it's opened or not.
Yeah. And it just says, we're not done. Be careful at work.
Oh god, that's so incriminating.
That's so ominous.
That's super incriminating.
Let's get a drink.
Here's something for voting. Do you want to hang out or something?
Yeah, maybe if you want.
Good god.
Okay,
He has no skills, no social skills.
No, that's
Absolutely
fine.
none.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to go into how Peregrine receives that because you
That's
don't know.
fine.
All right, so let's skip to the next day. Zachary goes to work as usual, and he has to make his way to the 4th floor.
Zachary does go to work as usual. He enters in as if he's going on shift and everything like that, because I feel it would be more suspicious if he were to just not show up, quote unquote. Manoj did not say when to meet, right? He just said that he would be there. I should have written that down.
No, he did not mention a time.
That's fine.
Manoj.
Alright. Where is the 4th floor? The 4th floor is where Zachary can't access.
Yeah, Zachary has only access all the way down to the 3rd floor, so he has to find a way to get down to the 4th floor.
Okay, that's fine. Zachary just shows up, shows face, and leaves at one point, I would think, on a break.
Yeah.
And then...
If you have open sesame, you can get through the
Yep.
door like last time again.
Yeah,
Or,
but-
I mean, you have the Boon of Shadows.
Right,
Yeah, last
but
time
you know
we
but you know what I need to say first.
What?
Invisibilia corpus. So that way, nobody sees my boy doing shenanigans.
Okay, so he applies the invisibility spell to himself?
Uh-huh. And then he dips into a shadow,
Nice.
and he dips out, hopefully, next to Manoj.
So you head to the Hunter's elevator on the 4th floor?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're invisible.
Yeah.
And then you dip out.
Yeah.
No one is there yet.
Damn.
Right.
Eventually, you see a bunch of hunters come through and, like, use the elevator. They apply their little insignias to operate the elevator. A lot of them come and go. With each one that approaches, your heart kind of skips, wondering if that's them. Because Manoj told you that you would not recognize him next time you see him. Eventually, a hunter comes and hangs out near the elevator, but does not enter it. They have dark, stringy hair and a pale complexion. They seem to be looking for something.
Okay, Zachary doesn't do anything except observe him because he's waiting for this person to, like, play with a coin, I think.
Are you in the shadows or are you invisible?
I mean, both. Well, no, I'm not in shadow. I'm outside of shadows,
Okay,
but I am...
so you're physically present in the hallway.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Okay.
Just sort of dancing around people, like,
Mhm.
whoa.
You see the hunter stiffen and then turn and look exactly at you.
Okay, I laughed, but he doesn't say anything. He just sort of freezes out of fear, like... And then Zachary lifts an invisible little hand and does an invisible little wave to see if that movement catches this person's attention.
It does not.
Look behind you. I don't know. Is there somebody else coming?
He does that. He does the double take and look around.
Nothing.
Not crap.
Okay.
The hunter kind of squints at you and says, "Is someone there?"
It's just he's not gonna say anything until he,
It's
like,
not
knows
safe.
it's him. Yeah.
Perhaps it is the way that his black stringy hair drapes over his pale face like a hood, but Zachary is suddenly struck with familiarity looking at this person. He's seen this face before, in a dimly lit pub across the table above a deck of tarot cards.
Oh.
Oh, what?
It's the guy who was in the booth that was asking for a name.
No way. Oh, dude. Okay. Alright. Yeah, upon this recollection, like, upon sort of seeing him, he moves a bit closer and he says very quietly, "Yes, someone's here."
The man's wiry cheeks pull back in a smile, and he flips a coin in his hands.
Zachary sighs with relief and draws closer.
I assume you came prepared.
As prepared as I was yesterday, if not more so with the knowledge that you'd be here.
Well, you could get to the 6th level once. I'm sure you could do it again.
Without a doubt.
I shall take the elevator through the dungeons. What is your plan?
I have my ways. I'm sort of a friend of the shadows right now.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll meet you there.
Right. He separates.
Alright, and then you go through the shadows to the 6th floor, I assume.
Yep. Are the other lads already there?
Yeah, did we have like a signal plan for when we should come inside? We just been out there since 8 in the morning.
Possibly.
If I might add something, I feel like Liam would suggest that they bring the cloaks that hide their faces whenever they enter into the church the second time. Even though they'll be on the 6th floor, I think he would suggest that they bring the blackout cloaks.
Oh, Daniel has the obsidian brooch with the shared sight imbued to it.
Okay.
There you go.
Say that he took on, like, Zachary's sight, and then they're watching the brooch to see when Zachary meets up with this person and heads to the 6th level.
Okay.
And that
and then-
won't shatter? It wouldn't have shattered after last time?
Did we use it?
We
last
didn't use it last time.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody used it.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I don't
good.
think.
we haven't used it yet. It'll crack after we're finished using the shared sight.
Okay, cool.
So Daniel and Liam and Adrian are standing in their hoods in that alleyway, suspiciously, and all three of them huddled around this little obsidian brooch. Not culty behavior. Like, watching to see if Zachary meets up with anyone. And they see Zachary, they don't hear, but they see Zachary talking with this weird pale man, and then they see them split up and they see Zachary head to the 6th level, and then Zachary's there. That's our cue.
Okay, they all hold hands.
Oh,
They all hold their hands in like a little line. Daniel takes one of their hands and then jumps into the shadow. And then you all are strung along this network of shadows, and then you pop out near Zachary.
oh okay. Whew.
Daniel looks around for a second. Oh, I forgot you were invisible.
Oh, me too. That's why you were looking around. Okay. Well, Manoj says he should be here soon. He should meet us, and from there, God, I hope we can wrap this up today.
That hellish feeling of stifled suffering seeps back into the marrow of your bones, as terrible now as it was yesterday. And you hear the door from the 5th floor open, and this echoing clank, and then you hear it shut behind you, and then you hear footsteps. And then you see that pale corpse-like figure come down. And he sees 3 hooded figures, and he doesn't see Zach. And he pauses a moment, and then he squints and he says, "Did any of you frequent the Grand Grimoire?"
Fuck.
No.
There was an Irish one amongst you, I think.
No Irish ones here. This is a voice from nowhere.
He looks in the direction of Zachary's voice, and he says, we're all here then. And he turns to Zach specifically and he says, "Do you know any protection spells?"
Well, protection spells. Well, I know deflect, and I know shield. So yes, I know 2 at least. And if anybody runs into trouble, I do have a full revival spell.
But nothing to protect us from the influence of spirits.
You know,
We've got our moxie.
I've kind of been wondering about that my entire life too, but no, currently I've not devised a defense against that.
Well, you haven't got anything useful.
Adrian.
He seems to take a breath of, like, bracing himself for something, and he says, "Very well, keep on your toes." And then he walks past you and starts to head up that big long hallway.
Zachary kind of nudges Adrian and is a little like, "You alright?"
No, I'm pissed off.
About what?
Having to be back here.
He nods, though nobody can see it, and he goes, "Alright, fair enough."
Yeah.
Since we're all down here again, I want you guys to roll d20 against me.
Wait, hold up. What if I don't want to do that? wait.
You got it.
10.
10, okay.
Ooh, 17.
I'll back at it again with a 3.
Wow.
Liam.
You're supposed to be sturdy. What happened?
Listen,
He's too Catholic
he's
for
wondering exactly the same thing. Honestly.
They look like big, strong hands.
Yes.
I got a 6 as Daniel.
Daniel.
Okay. It's his weak constitution.
Mm-hmm. It's his poet's heart.
Yes. It's his
brain.
His rabbit's heart. Manoj leads them down the long hallway. You hear the little girl praying again. Manoj's jaw tenses. You know this because a muscle jumps in the wiry cheek of the person he's wearing.
You know her.
He turns to Adrian, or the dark figure that is Adrian, and then he pauses and he says, "No, I assume she is several centuries years old, given her accent."
Oh. Alright. You seem tense.
There are many spirits trapped here.
Yeah, we've been here before.
Adrian.
Watch your step. He points at the trap on the floor so that you all can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
These fucking things.
and then he leads you further down the main hallway.
Nice. I think we're headed to
The little man,
jumping man
yeah.
room.
Okay.
As you're walking, he says, "Do you know why it is that spirits cannot pass onto these church grounds?"
There's a underground mining of silver preventing them from doing that.
That's part of it, yes.
Something to do with all
You
the
could
incense?
just tell us. You could just tell us, you know. You could just say it.
Very well. This place, this entire building, all of its layers, it's all one big sigil. Many sigils, to be exact. He points at another trap on the ground and walks around it. Hallways twist at awkward angles to spell out a protection charm, all contained within one big circle. A place devoid of demons and ghosts.
Are you telling me that all the floors are constructed in such a way where if you were to be at the topmost part, bird's eye view, looking down, and you could see through all these layers, it would make an entire circle and an entire sigil?
That is correct.
That's ingenious. Also terrifying.
You progress further down the hallway of skeletons. Roll d20s again. Ooh, Daniel got a nat 20.
Oh, good.
I got an 8.
Oh, Adrian got a 3 this time.
Okay, Liam.
Got a 4.
Aye.
Okay.
Liam.
Hopefully we won't be here long.
I hope not.
You progress further down the hallway of skeletons, but no fortress is perfect. Over the course of many centuries, there are inevitably those who will find a way in. He points up at the twisting figures in the ceiling. This trap was meant for demons. I do not have to tell you what it does to humans. They're stuck here until the walls come down. The entire structure of the church and all its centuries of incantations. Needless to say, it shall not happen anytime soon. Then you guys come to the arm of the little man-shaped area. You can all see the thuribles poised and ready to spring on you once again. Manoj lifts an arm to stop you from walking, and he draws out a paper from his coat and passes this to Zachary. And what Zachary sees as he unfolds it is that the image on the paper is a circle with symbols and shapes drawn in particular angles. There are also notes along the side in what you assume to be Manoj's scratchy handwriting. Things like, at a 45-degree angle to the triangle, or curved like a long oval, not a circle, etc. He takes out a piece of white chalk and hands this to you, to Zachary. I'm afraid you must be the one to do the honors.
Oh, just on this floor here?
He points at the space right under the thuribles. That is a chunk of wall.
Right, okay. Why me?
He blinks at you as though this is obvious, and he looks like he's about to say something.
Never mind. He says, and he goes over to the wall and he starts drawing the sigil.
Everyone roll a d20.
6.
14.
I got 14 too.
5.
Oh dear.
I'm increasing by increments of 1
Yeah.
each time.
Little
So
by
I've
little.
made it up to 5.
So as Zachary starts drawing, copying the image in his hand, Manoj tells you all, we are on the 6th layer currently. 7th if we count the ground floor of the cathedral. These layers are leveled after hell, or at least one version of it.
Oh, well, that does make sense.
This being said, how many layers are there in hell?
7?
Adrian looks over at Liam.
Daniel also looks at Liam, but he thinks about it himself. He was raised semi-Christian.
I think it's 7.
I think 7.
Liam, hold up your fingers. Is it 7?
It's not a quiz. This isn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They're phoning a friend. It's Liam.
Right, I finished.
Very well. Place your hand in the middle and recite this. Os ecclesiae aperiostium.
Os ecclesiae operiostum.
Aperiostium.
Operiostum. Alright.
Ostium.
Oh my god.
One more time?
Can you write it down?
He sighs and he pulls out a pencil and a little scrap of paper. Or he takes the paper from you and writes on the back, Os ecclesiae aperiostium, and hands it to you.
Os ecclesiae operiostum.
The symbols Zachary drew pulse a light blue, spreading out from his hands and breathing life into his chalk drawings. They continue to spread, lighting a previously invisible set of intricate designs and symbols in the shape of a door. I asked you how many layers there were in hell. That is disputable. But as far as layers of the Holy Church of the Eternal Knighthood, there are 9. The very rock of the door shakes and lurches, an earthy scrape sliding it back into the side, revealing a dusty, impossibly dark and narrow path that gives you the impression of a dry mouth. Welcome to the depths, gentlemen.
Okay. Well, shall we?
We shall.
Is there anything else we need to know about the next layers of hell?
They shall be far less trouble than this one.
Oh, that's surprising.
Alright.
He enters.
Zachary follows.
Yeah, everybody else goes.
Everybody goes.
Yeah.
The hall twists in uneven ways, the width constricting at odd places, the ground uneven. The trek down this dusty, ebbing esophagus awakens an illusion of being swallowed by rock. And then you arrive at last in a circular room with a door to your right. This room is rather empty, like the circular structures of the floor above, though fortunately there are no writhing figures in the walls.
Yay!
Just a harsh stone. Manoj immediately starts heading down that door to your right. He turns to make sure you guys are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to tell us where we're going? What your plan is?
And how do you know exactly where the, those who are being held here are?
The angels.
Well, yeah.
My familiar helped me scout out this place previously.
Could your familiar get to the lower levels?
Oh yes.
Huh.
As the hallway shortens, brings you closer to the center, you all spy a very old piece of machinery. It's huge. When you come out into the center of the circle, you see doorways at evenly spaced intervals around the circular center, like spokes in a wheel. And in the very middle is a gigantic contraption of medieval technology, stone, wood, and ancient metals, conjoining to create what appears to be an elevator, a huge elevator. And Manoj turns to you. We're on the 8th floor. Below us is the 9th and the captive angels. Shashmum is there currently. He closes his eyes for a moment and then opens them again. She detects no danger.
Shashmum, that's your familiar?
Yes, the one you terrorized yesterday.
Terrorized?
He steps onto the great lift and adjusts a few ropes. We must hurry. There's a chance someone may hear the lift and come looking for us.
Right.
As far as I know, this is the only way down. He pulls some levers, and then you hear a ka-chonk, and then this enormous elevator starts to drift slowly downward, lowering itself on chains and pulleys. You descend into darkness for a disturbingly long amount of time. At long last, there is a faint glow of golden light. The elevator slowly lowers, and you see torches along the walls, and 4 large rooms branching off from a circular middle. The elevator grinds to a halt, stone against stone. The force of it shakes everyone's balance and echoes against the vast walls of this cavernous space. Shashmum has just left. At least one of us is safe. He gets off. He heads towards one of the rooms.
Oh boy.
Wait, what's the plan for leaving?
We'll all find our ways.
Good fucking Christ, alright.
Well, it's not like we came into this with a plan either.
I could drag us out again.
Fine.
Liam puts a reassuring arm around Adrian's shoulders briefly and then follows after Manoj.
If you guys follow him, he's approaching one of the 4 doors. Or it's not really a door, there's kind of like an open space, and the surface kind of ripples like water.
Oh. Is it like an Elden Ring or Dark Souls little foggy door?
A little bit, but like you can see much more clearly through it. It's kind of like gazing through a very, very clear lake. So you see like faint ripples on it. But as you look inside one of these rooms, you see the same thing you saw in the Black Mirror scrying vision. You see an egg held with a 7-pointed star within a square drawn on the floor, a candlestick and incense at each of the 4 corners of this square. Various symbols and letters are placed mathematically within that square, and a winged figure squirms within the tight membrane of the egg. There's a thin shifting barrier-like surface of water blocking the lads from entering the room.
What is that?
Well, it's an angel.
That's not what I expected.
We saw the egg in the scrying mirror.
I thought it was metaphorical. I genuinely thought it was all metaphorical. I didn't think it was literal. I thought it was all metaphorical. This is really, really kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Zachary's invisibility spell wears off.
Oh God. Sorry, I saw my own hands and I thought they were somebody else's.
Deep breaths. Does this mean... See, Fergus is an angel, but a human in a pact with an angel. So, are the humans these angels were in pacts with, are they just gone? Are they gone?
No, they appear to be in there.
What?
They're being held by a spell that I believe is called Ambiente Ovum.
Oh. It isn't even what they're supposed to look like. They've been put in an evil egg.
Oh God.
It does look constricting.
Oh my God.
Like they're like it is a trap. They're being held in these membranous eggs.
A manky egg, says Liam under his breath.
It comes back.
Angels and almondells. Manoj pulls out some notes from his outer jacket pocket. A hand-drawn map with scribbles and question marks, words crossed out and added in later. As far as I have gathered, they are held by various constraints. The names must be erased, the flames of each candle snuffed out. But first... He slaps the papers together in a hasty fold and shoves them back into his pocket. He produces yet another paper from a different pocket and unfolds it. This should break the seals guarding the entrance. He hands this paper to Zachary. It is yet another spell of angelic magic.
Okay. The surface is rather watery. Do I still just draw on it?
Use your finger.
Okay. I don't have to use blood or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
And He lets it go for now, and he goes up to the door and he starts drawing the symbol with his finger.
You see a bit of light stay. Watery light, kind of like ink in water, but it's glowing blue.
It's very exciting and very cool, but he keeps it in because he's also very scared. But he is like, oh wow.
He also pulls out another paper, and he looks to Adrian, Daniel, and Liam, and he says, do any of you know common magic?
Sort of. We've been practicing.
We've been meditating on intent. But can you use it?
Maybe.
If we imbue objects, yes. Do any of you have a spell of waking?
Think one of us does.
Daniel does.
Oh, I do. Daniel pulls at the little glass pin that is holding his cravat currently. He says, right here. Good. Anyone else?
We only brought the one, I think.
Very well. We'll make your friend here do everything.
Oh.
It's okay.
Zachary finishes on this one wall, and suddenly the entire thing ripples and his image disappears. There's a blink of light that kind of ripples from the center to all edges, and then suddenly you feel something lift, and then your image is very, very clear, and you get the sense that there's nothing there anymore.
He puts his hand through it cautiously.
Nothing happens.
He nods and he looks back at Manoj.
Here. He hands a small paper to you. A spell of waking, common magic. Use your intent. Looks best if you touch their eyes, but really any part of the body will do. The words are peri oculus tuus. Open your eyes.
Right. Okay.
So the paper just says aperi oculus oculos tuos.
Man, you can't even say it.
But Manoj can.
That's not fair. All right.
I don't know why that happens sometimes.
So he goes over.
Wait, is he saying this to the little egg?
Yes.
Yeah.
The angel being held in the egg is.
It's not a little egg, is it? It's like a body-shaped.
It's a
body-sized
Oh,
egg.
It's a
big.
body-sized egg.
Oh, it big.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Adrian would actually be much more freaked out about that. Sorry.
And they're kind of writhing a little, so it's
Yeah.
like wriggling.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like an alligator egg membrane
Yes.
where it's like, oh.
Yeah. Also, you can see through it a little bit more than an alligator egg.
Mm.
So you can see the people in there.
Hey, no
Or
thanks.
the person in there.
Oh, God. Okay.
Their eyes are closed.
Great. Yeah, Zachary sort of steels himself and goes in towards this disgusting thing. And it just immediately starts getting to work.
The person you see inside of this particular egg appears to be a young black woman with wings like a peregrine falcon, which have stripes of brown and white, and she squirms within the yellowed egg. She's dressed in what appears to be men's clothing.
Cool. Zachary takes note of this and is immediately... I guess I don't even know if he really takes... There's a lot to absorb right now, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Manoj goes around and starts snuffing out the candles. And then he realizes this is easy work to do, and he says, I'll erase the names. So none of you are going to know what you're doing.
For Liam, there's 4 rooms, right? And we're looking for 3 angels.
Yes.
Can I go around and look and see where the other angels are? Like
Yes.
what rooms they're in, and if there's just like an empty room or somebody
Yes.
else hidden down here?
Yes, you can go ahead and look around.
Oh, if Liam starts walking away, Adrian's gonna grab his sleeve and be like, where are you going?
I'm going to scout things out here to make sure that we know what our situation is down here.
I'm going to come with you.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right.
Manoj looks at Daniel and says, well, snuff out the candles. And Daniel says, right, and starts to help. As Liam and Adrian walk around, you see yet another door with that same barrier. You see another egg. Inside of this one, you see a young man with brown hair and blue jay wings. His eyes are closed and he is unresponsive currently. But Liam might notice that this is probably what the blue feather is from. And then you see another room. You see what appears to be a young woman with dirty blonde hair and black and white wings of a stork. She wears a simple white dress as if she were taken by surprise and captured in a private moment. She's also currently unresponsive, but writhing. And then you look around to the 4th room, and there is no barrier. There are candles, but they are unlit. There's no egg. It seems to be like an empty almondel awaiting another being, but there's nothing currently occupying it.
Fergus.
Oh, God.
I wish there was something we could do to make sure this didn't happen again.
Break something? They probably have more candles, but...
as Zachary works on awakening this woman, and Manoj erases the names of angels within the framework of this drawing on the ground, and Daniel puts out the last candle. The egg shatters like a sound of crystal in a cave, and this woman falls.
Oh, so this egg, was it like kind of upright or was it on the...
It was hovering in the middle.
Oh, okay. Is it okay if Zachary is like kind of under it and like kind of catches her?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He kind of allows his body to like slump on him.
It's heavy because it's a person plus the heaviness of wings, physical huge wings, and Zach is a little weakling.
He does stumble, but like he doesn't just want her to like drop headfirst onto the floor.
He breaks her fall, but he also kind of falls with her.
Ah!
Because he applied the waking spell, this person sort of blinks and looks around and sees Zachary and seems a bit shocked.
Hi, he says, waving his hands so his hands aren't like touching her anymore, and he's like, don't be alarmed, we're here to help you escape. You've been here for some time, and we're gonna bust you out.
You're not one of them, are you?
No. Oh, you mean the people who work here? No. Well, no. Not in the same vein. I'm an accountant. It doesn't matter.
She shakes her head, and she seems very weak and in a daze. She says, my name is Maria.
Maria.
Please, have you seen my wife? Her name is Mavanwi. She has mousy brown hair and blue eyes. Have you seen her?
No. Is she also an angel?
Yes, she is.
Okay. She might be down here. We're going to first get everybody else that's down here out, okay?
Alright.
Manoj?
Wait, was that one of the people that Adrian and Liam saw? Was that the other lady?
Might have been.
I feel like
Presumably, you go on.
as soon as they heard the shattering of the egg, the two of them would have run back.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, Liam can instruct the rest of them, like, which directions the other two angels are in. The other two are in the rooms there and there. We've got one with wings of a blue jay, and the other one has stork wings.
Manoj looks at you, hearing your accent, and then he kind of like rolls his eyes and shakes his head.
Are you alright? Can you stand?
She tries to. Maria tries to, but she collapses again, kind of like a newborn deer. Very, very shaky, trembly.
Oh, careful.
A little slick from the egg.
Ew.
Her skin seems almost like bruised a bit in certain places, like the constriction of the egg bruised her. She says, I don't think so. Stork wings. Is that my wife?
Well, we don't know. We have to get them out of those rooms.
Right, I'll get started, says Zachary, and he gets up and he starts going.
I promise you we'll help you, and whoever else is down here. May I offer you some assistance?
She tries to get up on her own. She seems very independent, but she is not really able to do much, and then she finally kind of nods. And then Daniel says, Liam's very strong, so... Oh, damn it. My friend here is very strong. Liam, it's nice to meet you. Manoj doesn't care what's happening. He has already moved on with Zachary to release others.
Zachary is at the door with the person with the stork wings and has started to draw the circle and say the words and do the thing.
It happens again. The barrier is dispelled. Daniel's hanging out with Liam and Adrian and others, but Manoj erases the names and starts to snuff out the candles. I assume Zachary is applying the spell of waking to this woman.
Yeah, he goes around and he goes around. Yes, I'm sorry. He does go up and he's in boom, 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 let's go mode.
As the last candle goes out, the egg again shatters and the woman falls.
He braces himself a little bit more this time.
He breaks her fall.
We
And
could have had Liam do that. Liam could have stood there.
That's so true.
Liam just comes over later and is like, do you need help?
Liam is also helping out Maria right now, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Liam is trying to help Maria stand, but it seems that she cannot support herself.
You can pick her up?
Yeah, he's in as dignified a manner on her behalf as he can. He's going to try to scoop her up. And with the wings, is he able to, like, pin those in against the body and, like, kind of just scoop her up, bridal style?
She winces when you try to pin them close to her body.
I'm so sorry.
In fact, she's wincing a lot, and she says, stop.
Oh, we should have brought a levitation spell.
This woman crashes on Zachary, and then immediately pops her eyes open, and they are blue. This is probably Mavanwi. She says, haven't you tormented us long enough?
No, I don't. I'm not with them. He says, oh, you must be Mavanwi.
She stares at you like, how did you know that?
Oh, your wife is in the other room.
My wife.
We're here to break you out. Excuse me, I've got one more person to free.
You do notice that Mavanwe's voice is testosterone affected. No doubt this is how the two women were able to legally marry.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Neat. Fun fact.
Is she alright?
Well, you're in pretty much similar shape, but yes, she's alright and she is awake and talking and asked for you.
I thought she was... She shuts her eyes and drives away horrible thought.
Oh, no, she's okay. She's fine, and you're okay, and she'll be really happy to know that you're okay. Liam!
Mavanwe also cannot move on her own. Then I assume Zachary goes... dumps Mavanwe on the floor.
Bully!
And then goes...
Bully, yeah, he kind of gently shifts her off.
Puts her down gently.
Yeah, but he also calls for Adrian as he's running to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Liam gestures to Adrian. Go help her if you can.
Oh.
And then he's gonna turn back to...
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, you have +2 proficiency in medical knowledge.
I come in, don't worry, I'm a doctor. At least I was in... What the fuck year was it on the boat?
It was like the 17-somethings. It was 18th century. So your knowledge is a little outdated, but...
Yeah. I'm a doctor, basically. He comes and he kneels down next to her.
Are you next to Mavanwe?
Yes.
She seems dazed and kind of like accepting, okay, fine, you're a doctor.
Liam is going to turn back to Maria and say, well, sometimes if I had to carry my sister, I would let her ride on my back. Would that be less painful? Shall we give that a try?
Do you know where you're going?
I want to reunite you with your wife.
Then nothing is too painful. Maria kind of like
Puts
up a hand to kind of like get ready to like go on your back. But she'll need a lot of help up.
Yeah, he'll crouch down.
Daniel is with you guys at the moment, so he helps as Liam crouches down. He helps position Maria on Liam's back. Adrian's with Mavanwe, Zachary, and Manoj head to the third barrier to rescue the young man. It's the same thing. They get rid of the name, they get rid of the candles, they get rid of the barrier, and the egg crashes. The man is a little heavier than the women, but not by much. He seems also very weak. Everyone is very thin, unhealthily, and he is struggling a lot to wake up.
Hey, hello?
He seems very in a daze.
Oh dear. He takes his shoulder and he shakes it a bit. He goes, hello? Hey, wake up.
He struggles, and he looks into your eyes.
Hi, you awake?
He seems not to know the answer to that question.
Can you hear me?
He nods.
Okay, well, you're more or less awake. Welcome back. I'm Zachary. We're here to get you out.
He starts tearing up.
Oh.
It's gonna be okay. Manoj? Daniel?
Yes! What is it?
Somebody help this person.
On my way. They successfully get Maria onto Liam's back, and then suddenly you hear Manoj say, I am sorry, gentlemen. And he twists his fist, and immediately all four of you feel a tightening in the chest as if the very air was snatched from your lungs.
Hey!
This fucker. What the fuck?
Hey!
Bro?
Liam feels weak under the weight of the angel, but also from the lack of breath. And before you know it, all four of you are on the ground, seeing the world from its side. I should thank you for your intrusiveness in this matter. I was stuck on how precisely I was to proceed, given that my magic is almost completely useless here. But I need despair no longer. Manoj moves towards the Almondells. I thank you for your assistance, but I shall be taking it from here.
What are you doing?
I have promises yet to keep.
Zachary is pissed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Manoj moves to take hold of the angel you just released, the man, and then you all hear, Wilkos. And you hear slow, methodic footsteps descending in the dark. From where you have no idea, there were no staircases previously, and yet several figures approach. Not a very good disguise, was it? All it took was a visit to your accounting offices. I found your name in moments.
A process made all the more immediate by your colleagues who routed you out most willingly.
And you all see the Manus in the darkness, his form hardly made out in the shadows, the sparse light in the room reflecting off his eyes in an otherworldly way. 3 hooded figures draped in white follow behind him in complete silence.
Liked what you heard? Let us know by using hashtag #DandiesInDanger over on our Twitter, Insta, Tumblr, and TikTok in the listed links below. We'd love to hear any and all comments, questions, and theories as to where the story might be headed. Want to support us and our LADZ adventures more directly? Then please consider clicking on the link and becoming a patron today. For just $1, you can gain access to our longer, uncensored outtakes and blooper reels. For $5, you can have access to exclusive stickers, in-world letters written by and for the lads, poetry by Adrian and Daniel, and original music from the show composed and scored by Chess Albanese. Can't afford to support directly? No problem. Podcasts survive by word of mouth, so if you like what you heard, tell your friends, family, and local graveyard ghosts all about these exciting tales. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Dandies in Danger is written and voiced by Elijah Bergateras as Zachary Wilkos, Cass as Liam Bardsley, Chess Albanese as Daniel Pritchard, and Toast as Adrian Edwards. It is edited by Toast. Original score and music composed by Chess Albanese. It is produced by Dandies team, and made possible by listeners like you.